Two siblings, a younger brother and older sister, were left alone in the middle of the night as their parents left for an emergency call at the hospital. A little past midnight, the boy awoke to a peculiar sound coming from the living room. Without waking his sister, he went downstairs to investigate. As he reached the living room, he saw the piano was playing music without anyone on it. He went closer to take a look and saw that the keys were moving by themselves. Spooked, he went back upstairs and forced himself to sleep. The next day, he narrated it to his older sister, who replied, "You know, last night I had a dream that I was playing that piano." A girl had just alighted from the train and was coming out of the subway. It was raining heavily outside, so she hurriedly took out her umbrella. She noticed that the huge crowd walking along the avenue with her were not wearing any sort of rain gear or even an umbrella. She had a hard time getting through as she had to avoid bumping into anyone. A few minutes later, a taxi pulled over beside her, insisting that she get in. The driver seemed pretty insistent, so she obeyed. After they had left the avenue, the driver turned to look at her, saying, "Well, when I saw you walking like you were trying to avoid bumping into anyone on an empty street, I figured I should lend a hand." A couple who was part of a mountain hiking team went with their friends to go hiking up the steep slopes of the Sierra Madre. At the base, the girl slipped on her way out of the comfort room and, due to the sprain she suffered, was forced to stay back to wait for her boyfriend and their team to come home. Unfortunately, a heavy rain fell, stranding the team. The next afternoon, she saw her team enter the large room they had rented for the accommodation. Everyone except her boyfriend was present. She asked the team leader about it, and he said, "There was a landslide at the mountain. He was our only casualty. We could not even retrieve his body." The girl cried all night. At midnight, she woke up to the sound of someone in the kitchen. She tiptoed past her sleeping team members and checked downstairs. To her surprise, her boyfriend was there, looking for some water. When he saw her, he approached her and said, "Baby, there was a landslide at the mountains. I was the only survivor." You are home alone, and you hear on the news about the profile of a murderer who is on the loose. You look out the sliding glass doors to your backyard, and you notice a man standing out in the snow. He fits the profile of the murderer exactly, and he is smiling at you. You gulp, picking up the phone to your right and dialing 911. You look back at the glass as you press the phone to your ear and notice he is much closer to you now. You then drop the phone in shock. There are no footprints in the snow. It is his reflection.